Hey guys, so I look a little more sane here. I just got back from the lake, so I am back. I lit some incense. Let's get a reading going. I'm gonna do a couple of them before. I'm looking forward to tonight. I'm going to watch my series I've been wanting to finish. Oh my god, I can't even think of the series name right now, but I think it's called Them on Netflix. I watched like 2 episodes. I think there's like 10. So I ordered some Chinese for me, my kids, and I'm gonna see um where that show goes, because it's pretty interesting. It's about a black couple who are from North Carolina and they moved to Los Angeles. So this is back in like the 50s and whatnot. So you never really hear about what goes on, what happened during that time. You knew like in the North and South there was always that, down South they had that racism that was like, crazy. And then in New York, of course there's still racism, but it wasn't as bad. So like there were all these different things that happened in history, you know what I'm saying, with black people. And I never really like studied or heard about like, people who went to LA. I heard about the Asians when like the diamonds thing, the gold diamond mine thing that they were doing. Like the Asians were coming in, Mexicans were going there, but I never heard of like what happened to black people. So anyway, fast forward, this couple moves into this neighborhood. Now, mind you, it's like an all white neighborhood. In the deed that they moved in, it said like no Negro blood can move into this apartment, blah blah blah. So the husband went through it with it anyway. He said, "Screw it, we're not running no more." But he didn't tell his wife till after the fact, like until after they moved from North Carolina. So now there's a big beef between the neighbors, because now they're like, "Oh shit!" Like if one of them comes, then they're all gonna come, and like it's getting intense. Like this lady, the wife is just not playing with these people. She's not playing with these people. She's like, "Yo, like you're gonna have to take me down." Oh, I didn't pray. Hold on. All right, so I'm just going to do a quick spread. Thank you for the guardian. Just thank you for your love, guidance, and protection. Please give us a message. What's going on today? And yes, welcome to the Ultimate Alchemist Tarot, where we read the energy and see what's going on. Oh. Still got that. Okay. I'm also going to do Lenormand. So this deck that I have here is called the Pulp Tarot. It is my favorite deck. I'm also going to pull a little Lenormand to kind of get in a little bit deeper for details, and then I'll clarify with a regular Rider-Waite. Yo, it's this fox again. Look. This fox came out again. This man in this house. Oh my God. Someone's not... Yo, listen. Okay. So, I'm going to tell you what's going on here. I got the Ten of Wands upright. The Hierophant. Okay. The Sun upright. Page of Wands in reverse. Page of Cups. Or excuse me, Ace of Cups in reverse. The Moon. King of Pentacles in reverse. And King of Swords in reverse. Now, mind you, I had a message the other day about this fox energy. So foxes are there's a few different ways that you can go about the energy of the fox. Now, mind you, foxes are pretty they're self-sufficient, they're sly, they are strategic. But most of the time when you hear about a fox, you think of somebody deceitful, you know what I'm saying? And in this deck, it's kind of like that, where it's more towards a negative connotation to the fox, because it's, and mind you, it's saying there's a man in this house. Somebody's man, okay, is not protecting. This is like supposed to be upright. It's supposed to be like the protective. It's a bear, you know what I'm saying? But it's in reverse. So someone's not protecting their household. Okay, I'm getting a masculine. I'm also seeing that whoever this masculine is, they're having a burden on their, okay. The other part I was going to say that doesn't help the situation before I go forward is these two cards that are in reverse right here, which is a King of Swords in reverse and a King of Pentacles in reverse. So that in general is a masculine's energy who is, it's not good. This could be a very greedy, abusive, not morally sound. This person doesn't really think about logically. They're just deceitful. They just move deceitful. They play it off. They could be one of those people that pretend that they got all this money. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a little story, okay? I'm getting a vibe of like, you ever see like those hustlers, okay? Like the people from the hood and shit, okay? They just, they want to stunt and all that, but they got some of them don't have any like backing to what, like, so for example, they might have all this money, all these chains, all this diamonds, okay, but they got nothing that backs them up as far as like real stability, real wealth. You know what I mean? They have no land, they have no home, they might not even have a car, but they got the new Jordans on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the priorities is off here, and that's why I'm saying that somebody's not protecting their home, because the priorities of what should be, this person is not taking consideration of that. They're not taking action towards fixing whatever needs to be fixed in order to have this home back in the state it needs to be, because there's a Hierophant here, and the Hierophant is upright, okay? But I feel like somebody's having a burden about the amount of responsibilities that they have, because the light's shining on the fact that either A, it's hard to keep up with, they're working really hard, but it's stressful. They've kind of lost the passion and drive to keep the momentum in a household, like the bills, the this and that, all these little, fixing stuff, whatever the case is. It's like they feel like it's become a burden, but they feel obligated to do it. And yet they have this energy that's like, in one hand, yeah, you might handle your responsibilities, but in the other hand, the way you're going about it is like, because it's a secret. It's a secret that this person is not happy in this home, no longer feels loyal to it, I'm getting. Because if you're not protecting your home, that's kind of fucked up. Like, you could be paying bills, but if you're not at home, like making sure things are right and making sure, whoever you're with is taken care of, like it's not just about paying bills and going out. You know what I'm saying? It's also about like, see, this is, here's the other thing. The King of Swords in reverse can also indicate somebody that's kind of like a liar, okay? They lie about the amount of money they have. They lie about where they're not honest. Or they hide, with the moon here too. They hide their money. They hide where they're going. They are very secretive. And this Ace of Cups in reverse is giving me an energy of somebody around this masculine that makes me feel like, that feels like this from them. Okay, because it's in the corner and it's kind of like separate from everything else here. And it feels like this right now. And this masculine really needs to like get it to, like, they need this page, and this Page of Wands is like an indication of this person needs to make the first step to try to make things right, or fix what's going on. Okay, because whatever they're doing and how they're doing it, which we're going to find out when we clarify, is just not up to par. Nobody wants to be with someone that's being secretive, hiding things. You know what I'm saying? And they almost seem like happy about not giving out their real, like the real deal, like what's really going on, because it keeps some, like whatever responsibilities they already do have and the demands that they do have on them, they feel happy to not share these secrets, these things, because it's like the one thing they have to themselves, which is kind of like, it's a little twisted. What's this Ten of Wands upright about? This Page of Cups in reverse. All right. Judgment in reverse. I didn't even get to say what about the Hierophant, so I'm just going to add it with this Ten of Wands. So this Page of Cup and Judgment in reverse is an indication of someone not taking the emotional expression in a correct manner to tell their partner what's wrong. Okay, so this masculine could feel burdened about his responsibilities, but he's choosing not to talk to his partner about it, but then he's like being resentful, it seems. How about this Hierophant? Look at this, the Tower in reverse. This is over the Hierophant. So this is telling me that a marriage, a relationship is about, like there's about to be shocking news about either them, oh, we're going to find out. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Notice that these pages are in reverse, you guys. So, and I'm putting that over the Tower. Oh my God. The Sun and the Sun over the Sun. I'm getting Nine of Cups in reverse with the Seven of Cups in reverse. So I'm going to get to, I want to finish clarifiers first. So it puts this Page of Wands in reverse. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse. What's this Ace of Cups upright? I mean, excuse me, this Ace of Cups in reverse is the Four of Wands. That's not good either, you guys. What's this? Okay. I'm putting this with, I'm going to grab two cards each. So under the Page of Cups in reverse, to clarify it, it was the Four of Wands and this Eight of Swords. The Moon, let's clarify what the Moon is. The High Priestess, which is once again, and the, this is Nine of Wands in reverse. King of Pentacles, oh. The King of Pentacles in reverse is this Knight of Cups in reverse. The Sun in reverse. This is King of Swords in reverse. Oh. Knight of Wands. And Page of Swords in reverse. Okay, so listen. And Six of Swords in upright. All right. So someone's not satisfied and they're not happy about the relationship they're in. Their partner can't see that they're not happy about it because there's a facade about maintaining the responsibilities in the home, but at the same time they're technically not, because things are not okay, even though they try to play it off like it is when it's not. They're not taking action. So when I like these two, so to clarify the Page of Wands in reverse, it says the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Wands in reverse, which indicates to me that they've decided not to say anything yet. They've decided not to go take action to move forward or to go somewhere else yet, because it could be that they have to wrap up the situation in a manner. But then as I go along, okay, what they're feeling is, in the secret, is they want to put their guard down and go with their gut to communicate the fact that they're not happy in the relationship, that they're not feeling the love. Okay, in fact, I can see that this masculine is reaching a precipice where he's getting angry and upset Okay? He's getting to the point where he's holding his tongue, but he wants to say something really, like, he might say something to you and not think it through before saying it, because, and what he does choose to say might not be the greatest thing. He might come at you left with the, like, for example, he comes home, you're like, hey honey, and then he's just like snapping off at you a little bit. It's because the reason he's snapping off at you is because he has all this burden on him, and he feels unhappy about all the responsibilities he feels he has to maintain. And I'm getting that there's this energy of like wanting to go to calmer waters, but feeling like reaching this point where, how do I tell my partner that I feel like I have too much of a burden on my plate? I'm getting a dynamic where maybe the wife stays home and he's the one that pays the bills, which, like, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's all different types of relationships that we go through, okay, and there's different types, there's different setups, you know what I mean? And it's yours, it's your karmic cycle. And I'm gonna make a video about karmic cycles and stuff, so people have a better understanding of, like, when people talk about karmics and like divine energy and like whatever the case is. But everything is energy, I'll say that, okay? And your energies both believed in having this type of structure, which is you as the wife, if I'm speaking to the wife, or husband that's staying home and the wife works, it doesn't matter, whichever works for you, whichever applies, okay? And I'm sorry, I usually go based off how I feel, because I feel like this is a masculine energy, but it could totally be a woman that feels this way too. But the dynamic here is becoming burdensome. So he feels like, yeah, I might be the breadwinner, I might be paying all the bills, but maybe his perspective on this, his belief system on this has changed. He might have made little small comments about you like as if you're not doing anything, and meanwhile you're kind of confused because you're like, you know, you thought this was the deal, like, hey, well, I stay home, you work, you seem to not have a problem with that, but at the end of the day, this masculine or feminine or whoever that is working and taking care of the bills seems to now have a problem with it, because they were the type to probably be raised like that the man has to do everything kind of thing, and that was projected onto them to have to believe that belief system, and they try to uphold that. But some people learn over time that, like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do, but then when they go to do it, they start feeling differently, because things come up, emotions are had, different things occur, which is in this case, which looks like, you know, I'm getting like, I don't know why when I looked at these cups were like bills to me. Like, I just want to stop. I just don't want to be responsible for all these fucking bills. Like, I'm getting like, there's like a whole thing that's kind of pressuring this masculine, and he's just so unsatisfied about that, because he feels like it would be nice to have some help, or not feel, because he kind of feels alone in this. And I'm saying, like, that's not your fault if you're a stay-at-home parent and wife, and you take care of the home and everything, and he pays the bills. But then that's when he needs to have that sit down with you, instead of like being passive aggressive. Because if you're going to be passive aggressive about something that you truly don't like, a dynamic, like, then it's not really anyone's fault, you know what I mean, if you're not willing to fix it. So, but then there's also the part where, you know, okay, you as their partner, identifying that there's something wrong and identifying that there's something off, need to make that conversation happen if you notice it as well. So, like, if you notice your partner's being snappy with you lately, or like making little passive aggressive comments that you like, you don't do nothing and you need to get up off your ass, and like these little like snide comments, it's because this person isn't happy with the dynamic of the relationship. They might prefer now, like from before, they might have been okay with like taking care of everything, but now their perspective has changed, where now they want some help. Like, they feel like maybe this is not what they wanted. This is not the dynamic they want. Maybe they do want a partner that works. I mean, and then, but this is the part, is having that discussion, okay, with their wife or girlfriend or partner, and asking them if this can change, you know, even if you don't have kids. Like, maybe you're working and maybe he's working and you're not, or she's working and you're not. Whatever the case is, this person feels burdened about it. Okay? They feel, I'm also getting, I'm getting the fact that the problem with this person is that they should not have portrayed themselves as this, like, it's like the ego played a really big role in this, and played them out of their position a little bit, because if you're gonna play it off like you're big man on campus or big girl on campus taking carry all the bills, bragging about it, I mean, that doesn't help. But like, so there's that part, okay? The second part is this person could be going to other people to communicate about how they feel, but they're not really addressing the issues to their partner. So they could be getting advice from other people. That's not the greatest advice, because instead of them giving them mature advice, they're giving them this like hasty, this like, just do this, just do that, just do this, just do that. And it's like, but it's not the way it should go. Like, it's not the way you should, like, the advice is immature, or like not the way it should go. So if you know some of their friends that they hang out with, that they might, first off, I'm getting like a dynamic of like, they have friends, but you don't like when they hang out with their friends, like specific friends. And so they might not be telling you that they do still see these friends. And then on top of them seeing these friends that you told them like you weren't comfortable with them hanging out with, they still get advice from these friends, which isn't the greatest advice. So they could be getting immature advice from one end. They could be getting like, and this is no offense to anybody who doesn't work, okay? But they could just be getting that it's like a hint of what will, like, she's, it's not to call you a bum, okay? But it's given this like passive aggressive, like, well, she doesn't work and she did, like, what is, like, she needs to do something with herself. Like, she can't just expect you to pay. Like, it's kind of like that's what I'm hearing from, as far as the advice from the people that you probably either don't like, or like had a communication with them that you didn't like them hanging with them, but they're going to them and asking them for the advice. Like, this is just retarded. You know what I mean? Like, and you might not even be aware, you know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like there's mental entrapment. Like, you could be aware of it, but you're just not seeing it. Like, you could feel like something's off. You could feel like they're being a little, like, snappy, like, if you're not working, like, passive aggressive with how they're trying to, like, they're like little put downs, you know what I mean? Or maybe you're unemployed, maybe you were let go, and like they changed once you got let go. That could be it too, where maybe things were fine and great until you lost your job. Or if it's the other way around, where the man lost his job and the feminine is having to take care of the burden, she feels like this. Like, I have a whole man and he's not working and he needs to get a job. And then she's going to her friends and communicating, well, why can't I freaking get him to start working again? Like, he's just taking his time. It's like a whole thing, And like I said, it could be man or woman. But there's just this sense of, oh my God, I have to do all this by myself. I have to, like, how am I supposed to maintain this relationship? Like, how long is it going to be like this? I'm getting that too. Like, how long do I have to take care of everything? So what might happen here, because it might change the relationship as far, like, if it's somebody that's been this way, they're reaching a precipice where they've had enough of the relationship dynamic, but they're just having a hard time communicating with you, and also like being mature about having a sit down conversation with you about it. Like, they make it seem like it's impossible to just talk to you about the finances, like, but if you're in a relationship and if you share a home or apartment, you have to break down the bills and like communicate. Like, you can't just yeah, they might not be working, but like you can talk to this person and tell them, hey, these are all the bills that are on my back that I'm starting to feel like I'm having a hard time, like feeling like I'm doing it by myself. Okay. If it's someone that lost a job, I'm getting, how long is this gonna be? Or you might have like been chilling for a little bit, unemployed for a little while, and your partner now is getting irritated because they've been like, it's one thing to like, you lose your job and your partner looks out for you and really tries to look out for you, pay your cut, like that, and they've been doing that, but now they're at this point of like, okay, it's been 5-6 months, you still don't have a job, I'm starting to feel disrespected, like you need to get up off your ass and find a job. Like that's how I'm feeling, person's feeling. I'm also getting there could be animosity a little bit, because maybe during this time, whether it's been a long time or someone just lost their job and it's been like 5 months later or a certain amount of time later, not only have they been taking care of the bills, but then they're taking care of their partner's demands. So, maybe before when they were working, they would get their nails done every 2 weeks. Okay. Maybe when they were working, or this isn't the case where they lost their job. Okay. Maybe when they lost their job, before they lost their job, they had like a certain maintenance, that they were doing every week, every 2 weeks when they'd get paid. And now their partner has that burden too, So now the partner is getting resentful because it's like now they may feel a little used by you for that. If this is someone it's been a while that's been this way, this partner might be feeling like, okay, like I said, he wanted to be big man on campus and take care of all the bills, but then, on top of the bills, now they're taking care of your hair, nails and feet, groceries, okay, and and then your demands, like on top of it, like as if they feel like they're a sugar daddy. Not sugar daddy, but just like to them, they're starting to feel used in some sense or way. So the biggest thing that I'm seeing on top of all that is if you're telling them about how they spend their money. Like, I think what triggers this person of why they don't want to talk to you and tell you about certain things is because they don't want your input, for the fact, which is kind of fucked up, because like it's almost like because you've allowed them to take care of you in this way, they feel like they have the right to not. It's like, I'm not going to say transactional, but it's like they don't feel like you have a right to tell them what to do, how to spend their money, where they can and can't go. Like if they take care of everything, you just need to like do what they say kind of thing, and you need to just fall in line. Like, who are you to tell me how I'm spending my money when I'm taking care of these bills and taking care of you? Like, if I want to go out with my friends for Friday night and chill and have a drink for a couple hours, who are you to tell me how I need to spend my money? You know what I mean? Because which granted, not to be fucked up, if they are taking care of anything and they're taking care of you or whatever, like I think you should give them a little leeway on that, because something about that is like, this is what you don't see how much this affects this person in this relationship, and like the love is kind of dwindling here, because it's almost feel like this person feels drained, like their cup is like out, like they don't got no more to give, you know what I'm saying? And who's to say if they have something going on at their job where there might be pay cuts coming up that they know about, so they're just starting to feel like but they need to have a communication. This person needs to tell their person, hey, can you start working? Or B, hey, I can't keep doing this. I thought that I wanted this type of lifestyle, and I don't. I want someone who works with me and does still take care of the house. But then that's the other conversation too. Like, okay, well, if we're both working, that means we're both splitting the chores too. You know what I mean? And I think what's going on in the world now is a lot of women are feeling slighted, because they feel like the ones that are working at this time, because they feel like they might as well just be alone, because they're paying bills, they're cooking, they're cleaning, they're taking care of all the child activities if they have kids, or any other activities for their partner. And it's like you feel like a slave, you know what I'm saying? So people now are really like making the man step up in a sense, because it's like almost like if there's not this like whole you're the man, I'm the woman thing, then we're splitting, like we're making this more fair. Like I can't take on all the burden because just because I'm your wife, you don't, and I work, now you expect me to just clean up after you like a child. Like there's that too. I mean, whatever resonates with you, you guys. I'm gonna pull some angel cards. Okay. Family. Yeah, this must be a family home thing. Oh, wow. What do you desire? So this came out in reverse, okay? Ooh, and be honest with yourself is in reverse. This person could be your husband or whoever you're with that's in this energy could be an entrepreneur, because that popped up at the bottom. So family came up. So this could be a family dynamic where there are kids involved. You know, this is a family home situation. This is how, if you're the wife sitting at home and your husband with this energy, this is how that I'm getting that he feels at this time. Family. This situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. So instead of maybe your approach to your partner I feel like somebody's approach on both ends, could be one end or both ends, is just like there's like a mismatch on communication here, and feeling fearful about having communication. So then in turn, because they're feeling fearful about communicating what needs to be said, now it's turning into people hiding, they're hiding their feelings, they're hiding their emotions. And it's saying here that you both need to sit down together in a calm manner, in a mature manner, and try to discuss this out and figure out, like, if we're going to be a family, and if we're going to do this, and if you don't like this dynamic anymore, is this woman that likes this dynamic going to go out and work? Okay. Is she going to get up and be a working woman? And is she going to be okay with that? Because if you don't like that dynamic, you shouldn't feel forced to do it either. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's where it's a make or break in a relationship, because if that's the dynamic that they want, they don't want to work. They want to be the home person and take care of the kids, but they don't want to do the working and doing that, then it might be a make or break in the relationship. If they say, okay, fine, then the problem should be resolved. You know what I'm saying? But then on his end, if he's demanding this, he also has to be okay with the changes that are going to come on top of making her, whatever change that he wants or she wants the person to make. Are they going to take on those extra responsibilities that they didn't have prior to this dynamic? So, and before maybe everything was taken care of, but now if you're trying to have this person work and you want to change the dynamic into where both people are working, okay, are you going to be able to take on part of the cleaning, part of the cooking? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to be able to take that on and not expect this person to do that on top of everything else? Because that's like not fair for that person. You know what I'm saying? So this is where communication is key, and not hiding certain things. Be honest with yourself. Look into your heart and you will know the truth of this situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will guide you through any necessary changes. Lean on us for courage and strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires and they'll come to you upon angel wings. So maybe you need to be honest with yourself when you do have this conversation, and seeing that, hey, when you have this conversation, you need to be honest if you're going to be able to maintain this relationship after you discuss the do's, don'ts, the changes, and be honest, because you don't want to regret down the road that you had this conversation and you only stayed because you felt like, if I did this, then we'll still be together, because you're going to end up regretting it down the road. So you have to be like honest with yourself that am I going to be willing to make these changes and be happy about these changes and not blame that person if you choose to do that? And then what do you desire? You now have an opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know what you're ready for and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. So this tells me, like I said, having that discussion and finding out like what do you desire, which is saying being honest with yourself, because what kind of life do you see yourself having, and what kind of life do you want to have with a partner? And if this partner that you've been with is worth you making these changes for, there's that part. On top of it, are you going to be okay with those changes and happy with those changes and not feel regretful, remorseful? These are the honest things you have to say with yourself. A lot of people make changes in relationships, but then they end up being resentful to their partner because they feel like, I sacrificed this and I sacrificed that. It should never be sacrifices. It should be, does this align with me and my beliefs and what I want and what I want to do? You feel what I'm saying? All right. So there's that. I might do fire signs real quick. Or excuse me, I've been just right along doing it like in order with the signs. I haven't even been going based off like elements. So I might just go ahead and do another, maybe Aries. Was it Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, I think. So I might be, I'm going to do those, and then I'll do the next ones tomorrow because it's kind of late and I want to watch my show before it gets too late. Alrighty, guys. So thank you for watching. If this resonates with you, you know, it resonates. If it doesn't, don't force it. All right. So I'll see you guys and check you guys in a little bit. Bye.